Well, Francis Kimemia is a name on everyone's lips tonight after his name featured prominently when the Chief Justice revealed threats to his life yesterday. He is alleged to have given instructions that temporarily stopped the Chief Justice from flying to Tanzania and has been accused of playing partisan politics, even though his position as the head of the civil service does not allow him to. Now, the fact is that he has ruffled a lot of feathers in government, but is it a case of shooting the messenger, or is he acting for the powers that be? KTN's Kathryn Omwandho looks at this man, Kimemia.
The head of civil service is a powerful office. Those who serve in this position are often seen as the mouthpieces of the president, and as history would have it, the occupants of the office operate without fear, but more often than not with lots of favor. Francis Kimemia, who was recently appointed the top civil servant, has already started stepping on a lot of toes, and his behavior seen as partisan and arrogant.
That's, you can have the audacity to try to control the Chief Justice, actually speaks volumes about the public service. The new constitution has clearly separated powers between the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary.
Since his appointment as head of civil service late last year, Francis Kimemia has been seen to make arbitrary decisions out of his jurisdiction. The most recent is the convening of a National Security Advisory Committee meeting this morning, where he managed to summon even the Chief of the Defense Forces to his office. Word on the security meeting, protesters came to the office of the president demanding an explanation as to why Francis Kimemia is interfering in government business and in business within the judiciary, places where he does not have jurisdiction. Critics say the man Kimemia, who rose from a district officer in 2002 to the Secretary of Cabinet 10 years later, is lost in the past on matters of law and protocol under the new constitution. To begin with, the new constitution does not provide for a National Security Advisory Committee, but rather a National Security Council, which can only be chaired by the president. And even under the old set of laws, it was only the head of state who could call and chair such a meeting. Furthermore, Inspector General of Police David Kimemia was summoned to the meeting, and like an obedient officer, he came in full attire. However, what seems to have been forgotten here is that Kimemia is independent of any control from the executive under the Constitution's Chapter 14, Article 245, Part 4. The only person who can summon and instruct the Inspector General of Police is the Cabinet Secretary for Internal Security. It's not the first time the heads of civil service has found themselves in the spotlight. Kimemia's predecessor, Francis Mudhara, was also found to be overstepping his mandate. On many occasions during his tenure, he was accused of undermining the Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who serves as President Kibaki's co-principal in the Grand Coalition government. Other powerful figures who have served in Kimemia's position include Dr. Salikas Gay and Simeon Nyachai. During their reign, they wielded enormous power that attracted a lot of controversy. Kathryn Omwandho, KTN.